Welcome in. Just Kings coming up next.
Welcome in, everyone. Another Just Kings podcast here, wrapping up a Kings victory against the Sharks. It is confirmed. What's confirmed, RJ?
Sharks eat farts, man. Go back to the 2014 Stanley Cup playoff game. So, yeah, they eat farts, man.
Yeah.
4-3 victory over the Sharks. They looked a little shaky in the second period there, but they pulled it together. Second period, they didn't look too hot. Came out good in the first period. Wrapped it up strong. So, I mean, that's all you can ask for.
Let's get into it. We've got some stuff we want to talk about today.
Quinton Byfield, have yourself a night.
Yeah.
Finally broke through for a goal. Got a good assist as well. Still looking good on that top line. I mean, I can't complain at all. So, looking good.
Absolutely. I mean, for me, the presence on the ice of Quinton Byfield tonight was unreal.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big body. We knew that coming in, but kind of one of his flaws, I think, throughout his time in the NHL was that he wasn't using that big body of his, and he didn't really have a presence. But tonight, obviously, leading to that first goal with that dime to Kempe, that was all Byfield, to be honest. And then he gets that nasty tip, and I just think he looks really good.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Oh yeah, he's starting to come around, starting to look like a hockey player. It's great to see.
Absolutely. What do you think about Byfield and potentially maybe he's a winger? I want to hear what you think, because I think we have different opinions.
Yeah, I think that he's going to move back to center eventually. It's just going to be a matter of time once we get, I think, Kaliev and Moore back. I mean, we need another center. We can't just throw them back in the lineup and keep Byfield on the wing. So that's one reason why he's going to move back to center. He also had an interview today after their morning skate where he was asked if he feels more comfortable on the wing or at center and the difference between the two. And he said he likes playing center a lot more because he likes starting lower on the D zone and building up speed to get into the offensive zone. So it's just his personal preference as well to play center. So he doesn't have the final say in it, but I think they would listen to him in the most part. And I mean, he's projected our number one center. Just because he's playing wing the last 6 games doesn't mean that he's gonna stay there for the rest of his career, in my opinion. But
and I definitely agree with you in that sense. I could definitely see maybe a Jeff Carter style-ish play, but maybe more center leaning than Jeff Carter was with us. But also, I think in a time, this is just a complete random thought that I had. In a time where we're really pressing for a goal, maybe you could throw him in the wing, but if not, we keep him at center. You know what I mean? For he's not a top 2 center for us. Kind of like what the Oilers do with McDavid and Draisaitl when they're pressing for a goal. They throw both of them on the ice. So maybe something like that in the future could be. Yeah,
and who knows? I mean, we are very center heavy on our prospects. We do have a lot of centers, like Jad's a center, Kupari. We have a bunch of centers that not only on the NHL roster right now, but also on the Reign and then our OHL affiliates as well. So I mean, we got a lot of centermen. So if Byfield is more comfortable on the wing, then I could potentially see them moving there. But I think right now he's more comfortable still at center. He's just playing really good right now, so I don't think it really
he's just
matters
playing
where
hockey,
he's at.
Yeah, he's just doing what's asked.
All right, moving on. Next point. Phoenix Copley, he's no longer Phoenix Goatley right now. Okay, after that huge blunder, can't be Phoenix Goatley after that. But I mean, this is the real first time that we see a huge mistake from him. I mean, granted, it didn't lead to anything that the Kings couldn't handle. It led to a goal, tied the game. Yeah, it could be very huge in a later game. But I think you're seeing not like the inexperience from Copley. I mean, he's played a ton of hockey games at the professional level, most of them in the American Hockey League, though. But I think you're seeing the inexperience of playing a lot in the NHL, consistently playing. And I think it could just be, I don't know how to really say this, but I'm not saying it's experience, but it's just the lack of playing a lot in the NHL level compared to the American League level, where these little mistakes in the AHL he can get away with them a little bit, but in the NHL with the skilled guys or the skilled players on the ice, he's not going to get away with them. And
I mean, kind of what I got is I have a little bit different of a take. Obviously, a blunder like that could definitely change the game. I mean, we only won by 1 goal. so it made it a lot tighter than it had to be. But at the same time, I'm going with the side that he's a human.
Mm-hmm.
He made a mistake, and it's just something for us to maybe keep an eye on. Is that if he keeps making these blunders, then yeah, I would absolutely agree that the difference between the AHL and NHL and his experience is leading to that.
I mean, I just also
But
say he's not the best skater out there. I mean, we've seen him fall like probably 10 times since he's been playing for the Kings. So I mean,
yeah,
I think he just needs to be more of a I'm in the
stay at home,
crease,
eh?
in the crease.
Yeah,
You guys deal with everything else. So I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. That's just.
And we're always saying he's at his best when he's keeping it simple.
Hmm.
Maybe he's tried to do a little too much the last couple of games, but we're still getting the wins, so that's all that matters at the end of the day. It's
And
definitely something to watch for.
and building off that, I think he was just trying to clean up his first mistake of not just catching the puck. I mean, that was a simple save for him. It was just a wrist shot. It should have been an easy glove whistle, face off, get out of the zone. But instead, he bobbles the puck and then he tries to poke it away and then he just whiffs on it. So I mean, maybe he's just trying to do too much after he made the mistake. So yeah.
What's the next point?
Sorry, I thought you froze again, bro. You're really still. You were moving, so I was looking out the corner of my eye. I was like, is he moving or did he freeze again? All right. All right. So the next point we got.
Wait, hold on. Keep that in there. Keep that in there
Oh,
so that people know we're
Jesus.
real.
Dude, there's a solid one of our old podcasts. There's a solid minute where Drew was just sitting frozen. And I was still talking, still going on, and then he just leaves the call, and then I get a call like 2 minutes later. He's like, "Bro, I froze. We gotta go back like 3 minutes because I was frozen." I'm like, "Oh my god." I was just making sure that he was still here.
All good, all good.
All right, next point. Net front presence today. We had 2 tipping goals, and this is also on the power play that I also wanted to mention is that Velarde is starting to stand in front of the goalie for most of the power
Yeah.
play, which I like, and he's starting to get some good
Yeah.
screens in there, so that's good as well. And then you can see our
Yeah.
skill guys with QB, and then Velarde as well with the hands getting those tips. I mean, that's huge.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. I'm with you. I think it's all also a part of buying into our offense and buying into what we're trying to do. And when the Kings are right, they're buying into everything and playing as a unit, and they're not being selfish. So flat out, that's just good play. That's good hockey.
yeah, I mean, especially from not really a rookie, but a younger guy seeing Velarde not really care about assists, just being I'm all right, just standing in front of the goal, letting my team get their shots in, and occasionally getting a tip or a rebound here and there. But that just leads us straight into our next point. The whole team's buying in right now.
Yeah, they're clicking, bro. They're in sync.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't even know where to start on this. Like literally.
Let's start at the bottom. Kupari buying into being that
Kupari.
defensive guy, especially
Yeah.
at the 4C right now, being that defensive guy. He's looked amazing on the penalty kill.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can't say enough good things about him. And then also he's using his physical body, but he's not just driving to the net and kind of just throwing a shot on net just to do it. He's looking to dish the puck, which is huge. And then on the third line, obviously Velarde, he's fine with just biting the bullet on goals and points, but also just him blocking the goalie and being a presence up in net. It's pretty legit. And I know you wanted to talk about Danault on his play today.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I did. Interesting because I don't remember.
Well, I
Go
can
ahead.
never.
Go ahead. On
Danault,
Philly.
Danault with that dime of a pass back to Doughty.
Ah,
Like,
yes.
that's just unselfish. That's just totally buying in. Like he's also not worried about his points. He's also not worried about his goal scoring. And then on the top line, it's hard to say because Kopitar's always kind of bought in. He's their captain for example, but like Byfield's buying in to and he's feeding Kempe, and Kempe is just also just he's just lined the lamp, dude, consistently.
Yeah. No, it's. I think that starts from our top skill guys. Like you see Fiala, I'm sure they see the last 2 games. Like holy crap, this guy can score a goal, but he's bought in on giving passes to people. Arvidsson changed from a shot mentality last year to more of a pass first. More I'm going to give you the best pass that I can give you. So it's just nice to see that the Kings are more bought into trying to get the best opportunity they can on offense. which is great to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, all right. One last point, and this isn't in the game necessarily. Trade rumors that I've been hearing, that I've been seeing about the Kings. And most of it is saying we need a left-handed defenseman. And even the TNT announcers today, they were like, they need a left-handed defenseman, but they have already enough puck movers. They don't need Chikrin. And I was like, that's crazy. That
Yeah,
that
that's
sounds
kind of
like a
like what
take
you've been
that
saying.
we said. That's pretty
Yeah,
crazy. And then they're like, they just need a mean and nasty left-handed defenseman that's gonna destroy people. And I was like,
yeah,
sounds about right.
like a huge body, dude.
Like a Jacob Slavin.
Yeah, completely agree.
But yeah, so
Now, yeah,
there was just that left-handed defenseman and then also goaltending as well. So one person that has actually two goalies that are $5 million salary cap. One of them's Saros from the Predators, $5 million salary
I've
cap.
heard that.
24 to 25th, we'll have him under control till then. The thing is, we have to see how much the Predators want for them. They're not in a playoff spot right now, but they could make a run for it if Forsberg starts hitting up. So that would be interesting to see how much they truly want for him. And then Thatcher Demko, $5 million cap as well. Through 2025 to 2026, we'll have him. So we'll have him an extra year compared to Soros. But Demko is hurt right now. I don't know if he's gone through a surgery. So I don't think the Kings are looking to trade a bunch of prospects for a goalie that's pretty iffy if he's going to come back and be the same. So, yeah, it would just be interesting to see what Rob Blake comes and does at the deadline, and I'm sure we'll talk about it more once we get a little bit closer. But 51 days until the deadline.
Not that far at all. It'll be very interesting. I do agree. I don't think Chikrin is what we need. But a left-handed defenseman is what we need. We've both been saying defensive defenseman. We said it from the start of the year. Now that our defense is locking it up, imagine that now. So, yeah.
Yeah, and
it'll be interesting.
There's a couple other rumors of us trading for a third-line center, which I think was pretty interesting to see. And they're like projecting that Byfield will stay on the wing, and then Moore and Kaliyev will just slot in for the two fourth-line wingers right now, which was interesting to say. But they were seeing like we'd get either Max Domi from the Blackhawks or Mahone. I forgot where Mahone plays, but they were slotting that Mahone would be the more likely one that we would trade for if we did go after a center, which I think is crazy for how already overstacked and overcrowded we are at the center position. So I don't think we're going to end up doing that. But goalie or left-handed defenseman, I think, is the most realistic thing that we're going to go after.
Yep.
And that's assuming that Copley doesn't stay hot, doesn't continue his career year for the rest of the year. So that's just play that by ear. Yeah. All right. Favorite part of the podcast or the potty. Standout players. I'm going first. Quentin Byfield. Have himself a night.
An
Goal and assists. First star of the game as well. Completely just took control of that first period. And then, I mean, winning board battles as well. Like, he looked really good. So, Quentin Byfield. Glad to see him get on the board for his first goal of the year as well. Love to see that.
Yeah. I'm going to go similar and a youngin, but I'm going to go Rasmus Kupari. I just thought he was locking it down on D, and he's using his big body well. So, I enjoyed his presence.
I'm going to go the third line pair, defensemen, Edler and Walker. They've been playing really good the last couple games. They had a solid game again today. One criticism that I do have is that Walker is taking some penalties that don't need to be taken. He's taking some where we have the guy tied up and then we're just hooking him for no reason. Mm-hmm. Sure, let's just give ourselves one of the worst penalty kills in the whole league. Let's give them a chance to show how bad they are, huh? But Walker's normally, like, when you see Walker, and that goal that he saved today as well with his skate, amazing. And when you see Walker go down on the crouch and have his stick against the ground, he's one of the best blocking passes and stuff like that. So it's just good to see that pair playing better. All right, what's your next standout player?
I mean, Drew Doughty and Mikey Anderson, again, just locking it up. I know it's two players, but that pairing is just doing well. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
I mean, all of our defensemen have been playing well compared to or relative to when we were roasting all of them and saying that we need to get a whole new defense core. So they're starting to lock
Yeah.
it down, which is nice to see.
Yeah.
All right. Next game coming up here. The Kings have a little bit of a break here, and then they're going to play Saturday at home versus the Devils.
Yep.
7:30, 8 puck drop. And we're home for one more time against the Stars on Thursday the following week. And then we begin our road trip of 6 games. That's going to take us into the middle of February because of the All-Star break.
Yeah.
So we got 2 more homestand games and a rough patch of games coming up against some good teams as well on the road. And then we have in the middle there an All-Star break. So that'll be fun to see. Coming up here in the grind time where we need to start picking up points any ways we can. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And points wise now we're actually tied with Vegas. I think they have 2 games at hand on us now.
Yeah. 2 or 3, yeah.
And then we're what, like 4 ahead of the Kraken? 4-ish around there.
Yeah.
But they have like 40 games at hand, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't even matter. But yeah, all right. Let's get the goal predictions for the Devils game.
Since I'm not very lucky on these, I'm just gonna
Neither
go
of us are, though.
Adrian Kempe, sure.
I mean, I should just get a random name generator of the Kings in it and just choose that because we haven't been able to choose one yet. So,
yeah, absolutely.
We'll go with Gabe Vilardi.
Yeah,
I think we'll get a power play going. He's gonna be the one to put it home. So we'll go with that.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
we'll see if we can actually get a first goal prediction here, huh?
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in to the podcast, guys. Make sure to subscribe if you guys haven't, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Give them a go, Kings, go.
Go, Kings, go.